Hey guys, this has been a long time. It's been a long time since I have recorded a video. Let me go ahead. Y'all gonna get crusty, dusty, just in my car. So let me take my shades off. Hello everyone, my name is Erica Chanel. If this is your first time coming to this channel, welcome. If you've watched any of my videos from before, welcome back. It's just been a long time since I've taken the time out to just go ahead and record a video. And so I feel like with it being the year 2024, I just need to get back into things. So I'm in my car right now, and I do actually have some notes, and I am just going to talk to you guys and record a video for the first time in 3 years. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so while I do have some things written down in my notebook, this is going to just kind of be from the brain still. I have my notes on what I want to talk about so I don't forget anything, but pretty much we're just going to see where this takes us, and I'll edit as accordingly. So, as I stated, this has been the first time in 3 years that I have created or recorded a video to put on my YouTube channel. And so the first thing I have for my notes is what happened. So much has happened. I needed to take a break. I think 3 years is a long time for a break. That wasn't the initial idea. I wasn't going to, I didn't say, oh, I'm going to take a break for 3 years. It just so happened that way. I think my break was really only supposed to be maybe for 6 months to a year, and then here we are, 3 years later. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is I no longer live at my grandparents' house. So if you were following my YouTube channel from 3 years prior, the last thing you guys know is I was living at my grandparents' house. I no longer live there. I am temporarily at my mom's house. So I know between now and, I'm not going to give a time frame, but from now until as I progress within the year and you guys follow me on my journey, I am going to eventually be moving out of my mom's house. But again, this is just temporarily. Me and Jaden are just there temporarily, which leads to my next statement here that I have on my notes is that I have started a new career. Now, this career that I've started, which I'm going to announce for people who already know me, they know what this career is. This career has definitely completely changed my whole entire life and the journey that I'm going to go through moving forward. And so that new career change is I am a flight attendant. Yes, you heard me. I am a flight attendant. So prior to me being a flight attendant, I was working for a utility company and I was miserable. That's one of the reasons why I took a break from my channel, because when I tell you guys I was miserable at the utility company, I was miserable. I was crying. Oh no. I felt very, very stressed. I gained, give or take, 15 to 20 pounds. I was just going through so much. I was so unhappy at that job. That job, you know, it gave me a pay increase from my job previous to that, which was in banking. But to be very, very honest, when it comes down to it, your girl was not happy. So I started the job fall of 2019, and I knew by the new year of 2020 that I was not happy at the job. But I actually lasted at the job for about a little over a year. During that time, I'm just, doing what I have to do. I'm working, taking care of my son, but I was looking for work. I was looking for maybe like an administrative type of job. I was looking for a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, weekends off. That's what I was looking for. And I wasn't getting anything. I wasn't getting callbacks. I wasn't getting anything. Sorry guys, it looks like my camera was overheating. I had it on the dashboard and the dashboard was hot, so it wasn't helping. But anyway, okay. So yeah, I wasn't getting callbacks for anything. So then one day my mom was like, you know what, Erica? You talked about being a flight attendant years ago, before you even had Jaden, more like when I was around 21. Why don't you go and apply to be a flight attendant? And I was just like, while I would love to do that, I didn't think that it would be possible because I am also a mom. And so she was just like, well, I'll help you. I know he has his father, but to fill in those gaps when he's unable to help, I'll help you. And so I was like, okay. So I went ahead and I applied to my dream airline. Now I'm not going to tell you guys what airline that is because you never know. Maybe one day I'll get that dream airline. But for now, we're just going to talk about how I didn't get it. I did not get that airline. It made me sad, but then my mom recommended, well, wait a minute, what about that new airline? Now, I'm not going to say the name of that airline, but there's a newer airline that had started, and it was even relatively closer to home. The base was 15 minutes away from the town that I live in. So my mom was like, try that airline, see if you can get in. If you get in, then you'll know for sure if you like it, and then if you like it, then you'll go to your dream airline later. So long story short, I applied, I got it. I do have video footage that I actually realized is on my camera that I have never released, so maybe one day I'll go into depth about my story of, becoming a flight attendant and put a few clips here and there just showing what happened at that time. I start that career and I graduate June of 2022. My grandfather passes away September of 2022. While the fact of my grandfather passing, that's very much sad. I still believe that I am still grieving till this day in regards to the passing of my grandfather. If you guys have questions or want to know that story or my feelings, I definitely don't mind sharing, so just let me know. But considering the type of career that I am in with flight attendants and seeing that flight attendants don't have the same schedule, it's relatively flexible considering. Seeing that I dealt with a loss, it was the best job to be in at the time. So when you think of your regular 9 to 5 job, maybe you'll have 3 days bereavement, maybe you'll get more time off, but you have to use vacation. I was actually blessed to not even have to work for 14 days with my current job. So because of that, I dealt with the opportunity to be able to grieve as best as I could, be there for my son because it was very hard for my son. And yeah, so if you guys want details, I'm gonna be videotaping here and there stuff about my current airline, and eventually you guys are gonna be able to figure out what airline I currently work for. And if you guys have any questions about the airline that I currently work for, I have no problem with sharing or answering questions about that as well. During the process between before my grandfather passing and even after, one thing I will say is that I learned that, sometimes, I don't know if I can say that blood is thicker than water. You find out how family or so-called family can really feel about you, how they really treat you. You can lose family members, once you're dealing with a death in the family, you see how people's true colors are. So that was definitely a life lesson. Now, what I will say with being a flight attendant is that flight attendant, especially in the very, very beginning, definitely depending on what airline you work for, it could be very, very, very difficult financially. I was on reserve for 6 months, and to go from a job that paid full-time hours, overtime hours, X amount of dollars an hour, to a job with being on reserve where you relatively are working part-time, it was very, very, very difficult for me. If you guys want any details about that, I also have no problem going into details about being a flight attendant on reserve. So if you guys want information on being a flight attendant on reserve and what that could look like, I know there's probably plenty of videos that are already out there on YouTube, but if you guys are interested, especially after watching my videos with the current airline that I'm working, and you want information on how it could be at my specific airline, just let me know, and I have no problem with creating a video for that. Okay, so another thing that has happened to me, I have, dealt with a lot, and when I mean a lot, I've dealt with a lot of heartbreak in the past 3 years. I've dealt with a lot of heartbreak in general, but specifically in these last few years, I'll say even like since the pandemic, maybe even a little bit before pandemic. Listen, my whole life, I've dealt with a lot of heartbreak, and one of those things of heartbreak, like I told you guys before, was the loss of my grandfather. That was very heartbreaking for me. He's like the father, or the closest thing to a father that I've never had. So not having him there in my life anymore has been very life-altering for me. One of the things that I struggled with was the fact of understanding that if I were to ever get married, he won't be that person that I would want to walk me down the aisle. He won't be that person. I've also have just dealt with, just when it comes to just relationships or potential relationships, I've dealt with a lot of heartbreak, being involved in situations that were unnecessary, being honest and forthcoming and having intent on my end and it not being reciprocated, people, choosing others instead of me being the one chosen. I've dealt with a lot of stuff. If I wrote a book, you guys would be like, dang, Erica, like you've been through some stuff. So right now I'm in a point in my life where I am not looking for any type of relationship. I have some things that I want to do in my life, and for me and for my son, and having a relationship or figuring out or having a potential relationship wouldn't align with that. I just don't have the capacity. I don't have the capacity. At this point, I just feel like with the things that I've dealt with, even if there was someone who truly was all about me and, wanting us to work, I don't even think I can allow them in. And then that wouldn't be fair to them. Like I said, I have some things, in regards to my life and my son's life, and some things that I want to do, and me having a person added on to that just doesn't work out. At this point, I have to protect my heart, my feelings. If I'm not good, my son's not good. Anyway, so that is my update of my love life, or lack thereof, if that's what you want to call it. New car. My car is dirty right now, but I actually got a new car. It was needed. Did I want to get a new car? Not necessarily. I had a car. I think I even talked about it in previous videos where I had actually finally paid off that car. The car issue that I have with that car, which I still have the car, but the car issues that I have with that car, the amount of money it would have cost to fix the car. It was like how much the car is worth. So I was just like, I can't really, no, I don't think it's worth it. But I got a newer car. Is this my dream car? No. But it is a dream car in the aspect of it's an SUV. I did know that I want my next car to be an SUV, and so now that has finally happened. I have an SUV. So that's a good thing about it. Maybe I'll go ahead and show you guys some more details about the car, how I got the car. I did it through Carvana, so if you guys want to know how that went, ask me and I'll answer. Exciting news. That's another thing that is on my list of things. I want to tell you guys that I have exciting news, but I am going to have to put a to be continued onto that because I am not ready to share that exciting news. But when the time comes and it's the right time, I will share that news with you guys. If you guys just continue to watch my channel, you will eventually hear about it, and yeah, I'll share it with you guys. So yes, there is some things that I do have planned, but some of those things that I have planned are actually pretty much happening. They are happening. So I just don't want to share it yet. I think, you know, that takes a little time, and I will share when that time comes. And also on my list, I have Jaden. Last but definitely not least, my son. He is getting so big, you guys. I was looking in my camera and I have like some videos of when he was like younger from like the last time I recorded a video, and I definitely think I'm gonna share just little clips for that with you guys because Jaden is just, he is 8 going on 28. Like maybe not even 28, he's 8 going on 58. Like that boy is so funny. I love him to death. I have not told him that I have gotten back into recording, but I'm telling y'all, when I do, he's gonna be so excited because he tells me all the time that he misses recording. I don't know if I'm gonna put him in a video right away, but eventually as time goes on, you will see videos with Jaden in it. He's gonna be 9 this year. My son is gonna be 9. I can't believe 9 years ago, I gave birth to him. You guys will see more videos of Jaden to come. My camera keeps overheating, so I'm gonna end the video here. I just wanna let you guys know that I am back. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna be recording exactly, but I will keep you guys posted, and I look forward to doing more videos. If you're not already, please like, comment, subscribe, and you can find out more information or keep posted on things that are going to happen or that I'm going through in the year 2024 and beyond. So I hope you guys welcome me back with big old arms, and you guys look forward to seeing my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.